So just made it up north. Only done one thing so far. I actually used the tree up there to get the log splitter out of the truck. So actually it worked really well. I kind of planned it out, hooked up the chains to come along. So as you can see, you got a little bit of snow, but this area doesn't get that much sun, obviously, otherwise it would have been melted kind of like everything else, but still it's not the foot deep plus, or actually 2 feet, you know, almost waist high deep plus of snow. So definitely there's been a lot of activity here, it looks like. There's been a lot of, I've already seen a ton of deer signing. So I was going to try to put in a well this weekend. That's not going to happen. The ground's still frozen, so not really going to do that. But now it's just kind of, first thing I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to clear the way for the camper. Now the one downside is I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. It might take some creative driving, but this area here pops up where somebody came up, but that's like it's like a 2 foot or 2 foot high. So, and if this is frozen, I'm not going to be able to dig that. So I honestly don't know how I'm going to be able to swing that camper in here. So like when I back it down, obviously this stump's going to have to go, which is good because I don't like that stump anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that camper in there unless I get that cleared out. So we'll figure it out. But I got 2 days here to get that area taken care of. Might be a little thawed, I don't know. I've got a shovel, I got gloves, so I'll figure it out. But the other part is all of these branches. I gotta go up a good 15 feet, otherwise the camper's gonna be hitting it. So that is priority number one. I have to get this taken care of. Otherwise it's just gonna be a nightmare. So, but then the other thing I wanted to check is the storage shed. Oh, it's just so much easier walking through here when you don't have to go through a couple feet of snow. Nice and clear. No pine needles, no nothing. Oh, I got some pine needles back here, but looks like everything survived, which is good news. All right, so I got quite a bit done so far. Widened the driveway. Cleared out all the branches. So we've got a nice area, at least going up about, I'd say 15, maybe 12, 15 feet. So camper might graze a couple of them, but nowhere near like what the problem was. When I took out this stump here, it's actually just big enough for a table. So I'm actually gonna put that over by the fire pit. And then from there, you're gonna just use it as a small little table. Well, it's kind of cool. I might even sand the top and varnish it. I don't know yet. You know, that's when I have time to do like the little stuff later on this year. Becca and I talked, and the main thing that we said we wanted to do for this summer was get the camper and come up here and just relax. With the camper, we don't have to worry about checking the forecast. It's just get in the truck and go. Or even with the camper up here, we won't even need to really bring the truck. I mean, yeah, if we want to take the truck, we can, but otherwise, don't even have to worry about it. But just to kind of show you on how big of a difference everything makes, so that way you can kind of look back later on down the road. And that's the whole point of this channel, is so that way we can document, you know, a little step by step, 15-minute videos, and be good to go. So that way it'll be fun to look back on throughout the years and see how much everything's actually changed. And that was my whole point of doing this. So now, I know you guys have seen the trail plenty of times because really there's nowhere else to walk when everything's overgrown. So I'm going to show you what it's like before we start cutting the trail and just how much easier it makes everything just kind of going through here. Now we are going to have quite a bit of trails here. It's gonna we've got the point, and the point is the main part that we want to get to this year. Looking at the map from the county, that's actually, it is still our point, but just barely, so there's not much. That's why we also set up down here. So as you can see through the forest right now because nothing's overgrown, but it just makes it so much easier if you're trying to go from one point to another. And we're going to be putting in a garden this year, so just kind of keep on going. But this is what it's like, and I'm just going to go through here and just cut and cut and cut and cut and cut. So, but yeah, I mean, as you can see, the water's definitely up, but it's not as high as what it was last year when Kyle and I came out here. So, and that's the other thing we gotta do. There's trash throughout this whole place, so we gotta have someone come out and actually just take it. So, what you can kind of see where we're gonna go down that way. So we'll see how far I get. I've got a brush cutter. It's not your pole behind or anything like that, but it is one of those gator grass with the metal blades. So I'm gonna give that a go, and if it's more of a pain, I mean, it'll go through the smaller stuff, but then the bigger stuff, obviously, I'm just gonna use either the loppers or the chainsaw. I don't know yet. Probably the loppers. So we'll see. But I'm gonna start on that. Probably I might do like an hour. I know when Kyle and I originally did this only took an hour, but it's also with 2 people, so you double the work, if not more, and it's just going to take some time. Well, got a lot of work done today. Water's definitely up. Up to the bank. I haven't seen it go over the bank yet, and we had a lot of snow up here, so I don't know. But we got the trail cut. Now I need to go through here and clear out the brush and go through it with the lawnmower, so I'll bring that back up. But it's good to do that when the grass is starting to grow, because after it's grown, well, now it's the same thing with the other side. I can just go in here, cut it all down, and now I don't have to worry about it. Last year, I actually got hit with poison ivy out here real bad when I did that. Normally, I never get poison ivy, but calamine wouldn't work, so I actually had to get the stuff called super ivy. And that hurts when you put that on. It does the job, but oh my god, does that hurt. So, but no, I haven't been back in this part because it's been so overgrown in over a year. So this is actually only the 3rd time that I've been back here. The first time was when we came up to view the land, and you know, obviously the water wasn't as high, so you know, but I'm not too worried about that. You know, we knew when we bought this place that it's in a flood zone. I mean, you're on a river, water goes up, water goes down. It's what it is. So, but when we first looked at it, we're like, oh yeah, we can put a nice little camping area down by the point. And I think it's kind of hard to tell, but out there, that's the only spot that's not underwater, but you can't get to it right now unless you have, you know, waders on or boots on or something. But But I mean, I guess what all the locals do is when it comes time for deer hunting, they actually go on the other side and they hunt that, and a bunch of public land hunters will actually drive everything to you, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get a deer. But as you can see, I mean, that's a good sized river. That's at least 100 feet across, if not more, and the water's just moving right now, so can't really tell too much, but I probably should have thrown a bigger stick, but either way, it's kind of nice being down here. So now we've got the trail cut down here. And now that we're not really going into the sun, we've probably got about 2 hours left of daylight, maybe. So, but I wanted to get some good video of showing that you can actually get through here as of right now. You know, everything that this is all tall grass that I'm standing on right now. I'll just come through here with a push mower, clear all that out, so that way we can still continue to keep on going down this trail. But slow and steady. There's my deer stand. Hello. I'll probably climb up there later. I don't know. But what's interesting is that throughout the winter, I actually had a trail camera sitting down by that deer stand, and right in this area that's covered in water, I actually had 4 deer come through here. So I know everything would have been frozen, but didn't think so. The one camera caught them, the other one didn't, so I don't know where they actually came in. Like, I mean, they had a couple cameras up here, so because I wanted to see kind of what everything looked like throughout the winter, what kind of, you know, animal activity. I didn't really catch much. The only thing, I caught some small critters, and then those 4 deer. But other than that, I didn't catch anything on my cameras. But now, I mean, you can see the difference now. Everything that we just walked through was identical to this when I first started coming through here. So you can see, we do a little bit of maintenance out here, and this area is just going to be amazing. So, I mean, there's a lot of brush that needs to be cut out. And, well, you know, once we do that, it's just going to make everything so much easier just to walk through, and it can be more of a woods again instead of, you know, just a dense, thick woods. So that's the last thing I want, is then have Adam get poison ivy or something like that. But nice little walk down the whole path. It's getting bigger. We're going to keep on expanding. I know one of these days I'm going to be cutting a trail to my deer stand right there. And then I got to figure out where I'm going to be putting my bow stand, because I'm actually going to bow hunt this. I'm probably going to do it towards the south end of the property. But I gotta, you know, I still have to get some more trail cameras out there. Haven't really seen what's going on over there yet. We've just been more getting everything prepped for the camper.